185th. Welcome to today. We're going to look at 8 action items, losing weight for you because you're worth it. And this is a huge thing. And it's really important for us to actually look at this today because so many times we don't lose weight for the right reasons. We're trying to lose weight for everybody else. And we forget that we're worth it. And it's important for us to remember that we are the ones who have to lose weight for us and nobody else can do it for us. So we have to do it ourselves. So let's really dive in today. And first I want to ask you, why would you like to lose weight? We always have to ask why before how. We tend to just dive in and we want to do something, but really that deep why and understanding why you really want it is essential here. And one of the greatest ways to actually ask why is to ask yourself just, why do I want to lose weight? Give yourself an answer. Then if your answer is so that I could fit into my old pair of jeans, then ask yourself why again. Why do I want to fit into my old pair of jeans? Because I'm sick of buying fat clothes. Why are you sick of buying fat clothes? You do that 7 times and stay with it 7 times. And the reason why we do 7 is called 7 layers deep. It's not my activity I learned from Dean Graziosi. Is because around 4, after you ask yourself why 4 times, you move from your head to your heart. And we'll find by the 7th one, you might even get emotional. Your deep why, the why that you really, really want. And it's that why that is unwavering. It's that why that will keep you going when you really want to stop. And so, some of us might say it's because we want to look good for a special day, or perhaps we have a family event or class reunion to attend. There could be many reasons. However, rather than losing weight for a single event, you will have more luck or success in a way of losing weight because you're worth it, knowing you're worth it. And we'll know you're worth it when you find that true why. So really dig deep. Having a particular event to look forward to is a good starting point when you decide to lose weight, but it's not enough to actually keep that weight off after the event has ended. You'll tend to gain it back. Sure, it may look great for your 15th high school reunion, your cousin's wedding, but will you remain at that weight once your high school rivals, are there and they can't be jealous over how good you look? The likelihood is that you will go back to your old ways and gain the weight back. And this is why diet fads don't work, because the truth is, it becomes that yo-yo dieting effect, right? How many of us have yo-yo dieted so much we've lost weight, then we gain it back, and we tend to gain more weight back afterwards. That's why I want something sustainable, lasting, and practical in our lives. So before you actually start on a weight loss venture, think about a way to motivate yourself to keep going with losing that weight, and really that deep why. Just the fact of really, truly, if you can't find anything better in motivation and losing weight, think about how healthy and energized you'll feel once you do lose that weight. And this is especially too if you have health concerns that are complicated because of your weight. Think of giving yourself an agreement that you are not going to go back to that place. Losing weight for you because you're worth it gives you a permanent reason to shed the pounds and keep them off. It's not a factor of whether or not you stay in a relationship. It's not a factor of whether or not, whoever you get approval from somebody else. It's all about you and the fact you want to do what's best for you. So here are some action steps that you can actually take to help you meet your weight loss goals. And we know that action changes things. I can sit and talk to you all day long, but unless you actually make some effort to put something into place and put something into action, you will never succeed at your weight loss goals. So number 1, create your weight loss plan. Now that you have a permanent reason to want to lose weight, create a successful plan to get to your goal. And let's talk about how to do this. So SMART goals are a great way. And we know that they're specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. So specific, knowing what you are doing and how you're going to do it, right? Measurable, having precise way to measure it. Are you going to measure yourself, with measurements? Are you going to use the scale? What is it? Attainable, being able to visualize the path. And maybe you're doing that attainable. We're going to break this down in a minute, is by breaking it up into smaller things, how much you want to lose in a month and going month by month and making it, practical. And that's the next one. Realistic. Are you able to visualize the results? Can you not only see the path, but can you actually see yourself getting there? And is it time bound, having a timeline to actually achieve it? We need to have that stopping point, that end point that we have. So that time frame is so important. You need to have a due date. But more important than that, and this is where I come in so much in my coaching, this is where I help people. It's your daily routine matters. It's the small micro habits that you do every day that lead you to true success. It's that small little thing that you do say. It's choosing to stop hitting the snooze button, making that snooze a non-negotiable. It's doing that daily over and over again, and then choosing to get up 10 minutes earlier and walking for 10 minutes every single day and then adding on to it. You don't change everything all at once. It's the small things you do daily that really matters. Changing out just think about it. If you just for the next, let's say like next 90 days, right? That gives you 12 weeks. If you change out one thing a week that you eat from something that is unhealthy to something healthy, that gives you 12 things you've changed out. Do you think your weight is going to change? Of course it will. And if you, on top of you, add movement to your life in 12 different ways, if you do that in small ways, what's going to happen? You're going to have change. The next 90 days, you're not going to be the same place you are right now. But it's all in those small, doable, realistic ways that we handle that. So really number two then is get a mentor. Your chances of succeeding will be greater if you have a friend or a weight loss mentor or someone like me, a coach. They'll help you get you on track when your willpower begins to wane. And, mentors just help you improve success. They train you, they motivate you, they work, and they inspire you. And so if you have struggled, if you're someone who is up and down on this, you really need some help, I offer free 60-minute empowerment coaching sessions to kind of create that 90-day plan for you, regardless if you sign up with me or not for more. I just wanted to get you on the right track. So no, my email is always in the show notes. Please reach out to me and I'd be happy to set up a time with you. Number three, choose foods that are as close to nature as possible. These will have the best nutrients and the least artificial ingredients. I say, look at number one, if you haven't heard of my other spiels, you should clean out your pantries. No junk food. Only healthy stuff. Have to go out of your way to get junk food. Make it a special treat to go get ice cream. I'm not saying you can't have those things. You just don't have it in your place. I do not keep those things in my home because I don't want to be tempted. And then anything that you have, anything that's more than, I'm going to be lenient here, 6 ingredients on the back of you. Read the labels. If more than 6 ingredients or has something you cannot pronounce, you do not need that because it has additives that you don't need. And really you can talk with a dietitian or nutritional coach. I'm a nutritional coach. Or find an online weight loss community to give you advice, encouragement, constructive criticism for making healthy food choices. And there's my email right there. Reach out to me because I do this all the time. I help people really get on top of their nutrition. I'm someone who comes from a background of diet fads and a difficult weight loss journey with being anorexic and trying to figure out what food is and how to even just manage that whole entire thing. And the truth is, if you are someone who's obese or overweight, like really struggle with food and stuff, there's really not much difference to someone who struggles with an eating disorder, anorexia, bulimia, because if you think about it, it's all an inability to deal with our emotions and the stresses of life, and we act out in a way that's in regard to food in order to control, in order to feel okay, in order to feel comfortable, all those kind of things. And so really it's the same avenue to get us on the same path. And then number 4, find a sport or activity that you will enjoy that will get you moving. It's movement that's key, okay? So I just want you to start moving. You don't spend hours and hours in the gym. Please don't, actually. Look at my, download my app. It's down at the bottom how you can do that. And I do live classes. Look at my YouTube videos. Find some others. If you like to play tennis, if you like to go walking, whatever it is, do something. And an increase in amount of intensity of exercise by as little as 20 minutes a day can do wonders. And that means walking. You could simply walk with your family for 20 minutes and make it a family thing. Because we know obesity, it tends to go down the line, right? If I come from an obese family, what's going to happen? I'm going to raise obese kids. And it becomes this pattern. Somebody has to break it at some point. You could be that person after dinner, rather than you guys, all on the couch and everything. Go out for a walk together, when everyone gets home, go for a walk together, do that, engage, have that quality time. You'll feel better, you have more energy, which means that you're not losing time, you're actually gaining time because you have more energy to do things once you get back home. And your family will thank you for it. That way your kids don't have to deal with the same things you're dealing with. And then 5, set those small attainable goals. While you ultimately might be to lose 50 pounds, you'll be able to reach that in a short period of time. Set small goals like 5 or 10 pounds in 2 months. Taking that puzzle and breaking it apart into those smaller things and then creating those daily habits that actually lead up to that. That's key. Experts recommend losing no more than 2 pounds a week. So it would be feasible to lose 5 pounds in a month. And I know, like, man, Jen, only 5 pounds. Yes, but think about if you never had to lose those 5 pounds again, would it be worth it? Of course it would be. And in 10 months, you have, think about it, lose 25 pounds and they stay off. And that's key. I want to give you something that's lasting. I don't want you to go after these gimmicks and these empty promises. It's not worth it. You're throwing your time, you're throwing your money, you're throwing your health. And people who just want to reach into your pocket and grab your money and then leave you in a place where you are stuck still. And I will never do that for you because I care more about you than anything. And so know that this is healthy. This is key. And then 6, really celebrate. We don't reward ourselves. We don't celebrate ourselves enough. And this is something that I had to learn because I was someone who never celebrated myself at all. I could never, a perfectionist, and so never good enough. So celebrate when you reach those small goals. Just don't do it with food. Choose rewards that will that you'll enjoy and keep you motivated to claim your next reward. And maybe it's getting your nails done. Maybe it's maybe you buy yourself flowers for your table. Maybe it's having a little extra quality time with, one of your kids, or maybe it's just having some time alone. Maybe it's going shopping. Maybe every day that you stick with the plan, you give yourself so much money. By that weekend, you can go buy something that you really want. And if you don't stick with your plan, you don't have the money to buy it. So it works really, really well to do that. And so have those smaller rewards for smaller amounts of weight. And then larger rewards when you reach a milestone, such as 25 pounds. Maybe when you reach 25 pounds, maybe you and a friend get to go take a trip out of town, or maybe you get to go buy that expensive purse, or maybe, you get a whole night off or a whole day off or a weekend that you get to go spend some time alone or something. But make it, since you ask yourself what you really want. Don't listen to others. It's not for others to do for you. You need to ask yourself, what do I want? What would make me happy? And stop listening to everybody else and them telling you what would make you happy, because that's not going to be helpful to you. And then next, number 7, don't beat yourself up if you have a bad day or even completely blow your diet. You are human. Instead of degrading yourself over it, telling yourself that, tell yourself you're worth the effort to lose weight and start all over. Start afresh, a new day or the next hour. So many people derail themselves because they mess up and they think you have to go back to start one. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Realize that you are human. You're going to have those days and it's okay. And that's when, like, affirmations come in key. That's when you start telling yourself, it's okay, I've got this. Like, look how much I've done. Celebrate. Start going to that state of gratitude where you realize all you have done and be proud of yourself. And then next, be patient. Remember that you didn't gain the weight overnight. You can't expect to lose it quickly either. Your best course of action is consistency, okay? Consistency is here. Keep on track and the weight will come off and stay off. I promise this. You won't ever have to lose the weight again, but you must be consistent. That's why accountability groups are huge. Accountability groups are just absolute key. And if you're interested in accountability, I'm starting a weekly accountability group. And I'll have 3 different times, and it's a group, so that way we talk through stuff, talk through weight loss and stuff. If you'll just put in the comments accountability, then I will get you the information if you'd like to be a part of one of those groups, or even just like more information on it. Because accountability and those groups are so important to keep us. And really, losing weight can, you can accomplish so much more than making friends envious, or because you can fit into clothing that you wore in high school. Your health, that's key here, can be readily improved by ridding yourself of extra pounds and exercising to get your body in shape. You'll feel alive. You'll feel vibrant. You can never live the life you were meant to live and that you're created to be, and that you have purpose here on the earth if you are not in a place that you are healthy. All of those, issues that come out when we have too much weight or don't have enough on, those can be resolved. There's a lot of things about, if we don't have cancer, if we don't have those things that is not something we can resolve, is not something that maybe that we can even say that, our diet or whatever has caused it. By all means, why would we not take control? Why would we not do something about it if the power lies within us? And so I encourage you to do that. And if you can't figure out how to get there, you need to reach out to someone. And I would, I can't say that anyone else is going to give you the amount of attention and have the knowledge and have the passion that I have. That's why I keep saying reach out to me. But reach out to someone. Make sure you do your research on them. Make sure they have their certifications. Make sure they have the knowledge. Make sure they prove themselves to you. They know what they're doing. Because so many times we get, you know, the problem with online, people could color code things any way they want. They can make themselves look a certain way or be a certain way or have these testimonies, whatever it is. And they're not always true. And so I care about you too much to let you go down a road where you might hire someone who doesn't care about you. So make sure you do your research. And no, I'm always here. Like I said, my information was on the screen. It's on the show notes. But this time, I want you to choose to lose weight for yourself rather than anyone else for any other reason. That's the best reason in the world. Follow these tips, stick with it, and enjoy your new and healthy body. Because the truth is, it is possible. It's so possible. I believe in you and you've got this. You will be a success, but you have to know you're worth it. So right now, just wherever you are, say, I'm worth it. I know, entertain me because it works. I'm worth it because you are. Okay, my wonderful tribe. There we go. You have them. Be empowered. You can go back to this anytime. Let me know if you follow any of these or which one you're going to implement right now, because we know we need to take action, right? Nothing's going to happen without action. So let me know in the comments. What are you going to implement? Which one of these are you going to implement right now and do it? Massive action. We can listen to these all day long, but we have to act. Remember that act. All right? Be brave, be kind, live authentically, and always shine, tribe. Remember, I'm here for you at any point. Maybe you're just one habit away. Maybe one of these is your habit that's going to lead you to lasting success and results. Thanks for watching. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow in case you haven't, and forward this to someone else who might need this. All right, until next time, tribe.